Oh, I have one tonight. I'm gonna need it
Nice.
too. Welcome.
Welcome. Well,
Welcome. Welcome back to the Unhinged BookCast. This is a book podcast hosted by two book besties. I'm LJ.
and I'm Jess. Whether this is your first time joining or you've been here from the start, we are happy and thankful you are joining us.
Whether we're deep diving into thoughts and theories or just riding the vibes, we love discussing our current reads with each other and now with all of you.
Tonight we are starting The Everqueen by L.J. Andrews, which is book 2 in the Everseas series with chapters 1 through 18.
You can join our discussions chapter by chapter in our club on the Fable app without spoilers. We have one book club for our current podcast read and another for Book Besties Thursdays.
Book Besties Thursdays is more of a monthly book club where we read a book together and discuss it as a whole, just like a book club.
Make sure to follow, like, and subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, Fable, and right here on YouTube for new episodes, updates, and fun book related content.
And don't forget to share. It helps us grow and reach new friends. But before we get started, we need to give a quick content warning.
We are reading romantic fantasy books, which tend to include violence, open door romance, and other rowdy pirate stuff.
Though our conversations tend to skirt these topics, we do frequently use naughty words that are not intended for little listening ears.
Okay, so let's get started because
Mhm.
it has been a long week and it's going to be another long week. So
Yeah.
let's get going.
All right.
New characters.
Characters. Um, since I got notes in before you, I'm sure you had all the same, but you want to just go like you, me, go back and
Sure.
forth on them? Okay.
Yep.
All right. So first we have Skidinia, Skidinia, or Skady, which I think is cute.
Scatty.
Skady. Is it Scatty? Did you listen?
No, I didn't end up
Oh, okay.
listening.
Okay. I'm
I was saying
impressed.
scatty.
Scatty. It kind of looks like Katie to me with an S in front of it, so I was saying Skatey.
Kid, kid.
Anyways, one way or
Yeah,
another,
sure. Okay.
she is Elven. So we have a new creature
Hmm.
as
I was so
well.
excited.
So I know I was excited too. I was like, oh, this is a new one because we haven't done a series yet that has
Elves in it? Yeah,
elves
yeah, yeah.
yet. Yeah. So she's Elven. She like belongs to the island, but she's also trapped on the island. We'll talk about the island later.
She says it's her
Um,
home.
it's her home, but she also can't leave.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she has ability to like take away any physical matter. She calls it an affinity, like stone, wood, flesh, and even spells.
I thought it
That's
was
like
like,
her
I thought she could
magic.
move matter,
No, she
take it from
can,
one place and put it in another.
she can. I think that's part of it, but she can also like take it away.
Oh, okay.
Like when she took away the spell that was on the
Oh,
beach.
right. That would make sense too,
Yeah.
because
She can like
what's his
alter
bucket
it,
can do
move,
that.
like alter things, move things, take things away, like anything that's physical, which I guess
Okay.
spells falls under that, which I thought was interesting, but
Yep.
your turn.
Hold on.
Sorry.
You're good. Okay, and then we have Prince. I This isn't right, but this is all my head is saying. Prince Aaron. Okay.
Aaron. Hey, Aaron.
Aaron,
Have you seen that
Aaron,
one?
Aaron. Yeah. Prince Aaron. But it's only one A. So this is like Larson's cousin, I believe, and he is
Yeah.
also Elven.
Yeah. And he's the prince
Yes, and he is
of,
betrothed or is saying that he's going to
yeah.
marry Scatty,
Scatty.
Scatty,
Skatey.
Scatty,
Scatty.
Spaghetti, Spaghetti. Oh my goodness, spaghetti
Oh
brain is
no.
coming
Here
tonight.
we
Okay,
go.
who's next?
Okay, then we have Junius. And so she is Earth Fae and she's a lie taster.
Yeah, would you just like sit there while they're having a conversation? Go
Yeah,
alive.
it was kind of
I'm just tasting
like
the air.
lie taster, not tester, not anything
I
like
know
lie
it's taster.
taster.
I
Yeah,
reread it like four times the first time. I was
I
like,
did too.
I have got to be reading this. How tired am I? All right.
Yeah.
So then also an update on the two twin brothers, Jonas and
hmm
Sander. They are actually called Alvers.
hmm
Um, this is kind of like a cousin to the Fae. And they have rounded ears, but it has to do with like their eyes and like they're very particular about their eyes and their eyes go dark or whatever.
Yeah, when they use their magic. Yeah. All right, and then we have Maelstrom. So I couldn't remember if we'd heard of him yet or not,
I
but I
didn't think
don't
so.
think so.
Because my later
Now that
note,
I'm
you'll find
thinking
out
about
that I did not know.
it. Okay. All right, cool. So Maelstrom, so he is the right hand to Narza, highly respected, possibly Eric's grandfather and Narza's mate.
Mhm.
He greets them at the House of Bones and says that the House of Bones, he's the one that like tells them that the House of Bones has been taken over, which we can talk more about
Yep.
later.
Yep. Yep. And then we have Tavish Spellbreaker, possibly one of my new favorite characters. I don't know
I
why, but I
think I like
like
him
him.
too. I also really like his name. The name Tavish is a very cool
Tavish is
name.
really neat.
Tavish.
Yes. He is from the House of Miss. He is Maelstrom's son. And can like sniff out and find spells and their weaknesses.
Hmm.
And he can also like break them and unwind them, unravel them, kind of thing. And he's
It's
super
super
powerful
cool.
and good at what he does, which I guess would, if he could possibly end up being technically his uncle, Eric's
Yeah.
uncle. But Eric says something about how he seems to be 10 or more turns more than him. So maybe 10
So
years or more
10
older than
years or
Eric,
so. Hmm.
like 30s, 40s.
Yep.
So,
And then we have, okay, I threw this name in here because I wasn't sure what was going on here, but
yeah.
Callista, um,
Yep.
so I don't remember hearing of a Callista or anything like that, but person is someone who wrote a letter to Mira and she calls her my love.
Yes. I believe. I'm so sorry. And I believe like somewhere in this conversation
Hmm.
before she like hands the note to Eric is
Hmm.
she says it's something like a fate caller or something like that. So I'm wondering if it's like a
Okay.
grandma
What's
or a
that?
different
Okay.
kind of
Not that
fae
kind of love, like
or
not like a romantic
no,
kind
I
of
don't
love.
think
You don't think?
so. I don't think so. I
Okay.
don't think so.
Because then we also have the next one, which I know is yours, but I'm gonna take it just because it goes with
Yeah.
this. Silas is also someone that I don't remember hearing about, but that Callista
Mhm.
references in her letter. And I kind of felt like this letter might mean something. I couldn't decide if it was gonna mean something or not. I didn't actually put it down in the notes,
It could
but
just be like part of the crossover between the two
maybe it
series.
is. I was just like, you know what, you're probably right. It could definitely be that. I kind of forgot about that there was another series, but I was like, are these people going to come back into play or not? Do we meet them? Are they important? Is this letter important? I don't know. So I
Is
put them
could
in
this be
here.
her mom? I don't know.
It could be. That's true. It could be totally unimportant. Like, I don't know. But I threw them in there because I didn't know what
Yeah.
was going on. I was
And that's
also
fair.
like, I definitely remember that I was nodding in and out at this point, not because it was boring, but because I was tired.
Fair. And then also last one that I also had too, and I was saying Oline in my head, like
Yeah,
instead
that
of
sounds.
Jolene. Oline,
Olene,
Oline,
Olene,
oh, please don't
Olene,
change my
Olene.
name. Okay. This is Eric's mom.
That's her name. We knew about
R.I.P.
her. We just finally got a
R.I.P.
name.
Okay. So location, 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 also known as map brands. I don't really have any map brands other than we have Nat Haven, which
Yeah.
is the Elven Isle that Olivia is currently being like held on or whatever. And it's also called the Fading Isle because it can fade into the mist and shift to elsewhere and just like
Hmm.
not be found. So it's just
Yeah.
neat.
Yeah, different. Definitely different. I'm wondering if the previous series that we didn't read has more information about the Elven or if this is new.
Or if there's more coming, or
But also knowing what the name of the next book in the series, which we're not doing, The
yeah,
Mist
is the
Thief,
Mist Thief. Yeah.
I am wondering if it has something to do if we're gonna anyways.
And then
I was
Stolen
very
Crown
intrigued
comes
here.
out in October. I believe it's October.
Mm.
Stolen Crown comes out, which is book four. And then I
So
could
maybe
have,
we'll have to do that duet or duology
I'm
next, like at the
thinking
end of the month.
so. At,
Sorry, month.
or like the
Words,
end of
brain, at the end of the
summer
year
and
sometime.
something like that. Yes, that it was
Or
the plan, I thought.
we wait till the second one comes out and then we do them completed.
Because I think both of those two are supposed to be standalones, but
Oh, I thought they were
and then they're
together.
supposed
I thought they were a
I don't think
duology.
so.
Oh,
And
okay.
then I think there's supposed to be six books total in this ever series.
Okay.
So
Okay.
um yeah,
No,
we
you're right.
can
I think that was the
look
plan.
more into
Now that I
that.
think
Yeah.
about it.
All right. So
Okay.
his I quit. Hold on.
I'm so sorry. That's a poor thing.
Okay,
Hmm.
so history and stories from the past, and I will not fall asleep, I promise.
Okay. All right. So first of all, the prologues, basically the whole thing is history. Most prologues are, but it is it
Usually.
tells it just tells it gives us more details about Eric and when he was captured after the war the second time. Um, but it tells it from his point of view. And this is the second time when he was a teenager when Livia came to him. That time when he was like banished to the Ever and the chasm situation was put in place and all that.
The chasm.
Um, chasm.
I'm still
So
here.
she's still here. She hasn't fallen asleep yet. I don't really, I mean, the whole, literally the entire prologue was history, so I didn't want to go into like a ton of detail
Yeah.
here,
I think
unless
a
you feel
lot
there
of
was details I missed.
the only thing that I felt like was really important and is a big theme is that like the king he keeps mentioning about how Valen or whatever keeps saying that
Hmm.
like he could have stayed and he could have
Hmm.
could have been there. He could have had a happy life there kind of thing. So I think that's a big theme and obviously kind of like moving forward, I think at the end of this book, I think that is where he's going to end up. I think there's going to be
Ah,
found family on both sides type of thing.
sure.
He's
Okay.
gonna get to have Valen as the daddy that he never got to have. And I'll talk more about this later too, because I
Okay.
have more thoughts on this too.
Okay. Okay. All right. Chapter 4, Skatty, whatever, tells
Scatty.
whatever we
I'm
want to
so
call her.
sorry.
You're
Like this is the
good.
strangest name. I feel like we need a pronunciation guide for this one.
I thought there was. No, there's not. There's not.
There's
One of
a
us needs to.
glossary.
We both have the audio. One of us needs to just
We
listen to it for a
just
quick
listen to it to
hot
find out.
minute because I feel like she's going to be a pretty big player
Just
for the
listen to
rest of the
chapter
book.
4.
Yeah, they were only in chapter 4. Anyways, so she tells Livia that yes, the blight, darkness, sickness, whatever you want to call it, that's on the Ever, was caused by a sea witch, which we also find out is Fionn. But it is a side effect. The magic essentially is like fighting back against this dark magic that was used on it. And the dark magic was used for a different purpose, which I think that purpose was for Larson to like overthrow and
I think
take
it's
the
to
crown.
yeah, to break the blood curse for the
Right,
crown
to
so that
all
he can
the
be yeah,
yes.
that
Yeah.
Thorvald put in place
Yes.
so that Larson
S-
couldn't ever get the crown, which is
yes.
interesting.
So the dark magic, or the not the dark magic, the darkening, which is basically that's what they've been calling it. The
Yeah.
darkening is happening because of it's like a side effect of that. That's not like the main issue here
Yeah.
necessarily. Yeah.
Side quest.
Side quest.
Side
Yes.
quest.
Okay, and then again in chapter 4, so the Elven. We meet Elven people, like we said, we have new creatures here in this book, and they have different clans. As of right now, we've heard of the Shadow Elven and the Light Elven.
Mhm.
Pretty self-explanatory. Light Elven, or sure, Jalsafar, as they're called in their
Lucifer,
language,
Lucifer, Lucifer.
Jalsafar.
We need a pronunciation guide. But yes, we
It
will
just
listen.
makes me
I
think
will
of
do
what
it.
your son calls my husband, though. I could not read this without saying
Josepher.
Josepher. It's just Josepher. It's Josepher. Just Salsifer. I don't know.
My son has a hard time with like speech and stuff like that. And he tried to say Joe the officer one day and it came out Josepher. And it's just Josepher now.
He is
And we
now
love it.
Josepher.
Josepher.
So the light elven or Josephers are they use light and fire. We're going with it.
The Josephers. The Lucifers.
Little Josepher.
The
Anyways,
Josephers. Oh my goodness
which
gracious.
friggin'
Okay, okay,
word?
okay. Okay, okay, okay. This is where we're gonna lose it tonight. Okay, got it.
Hey, we made it past the intro
We made it
without
past
losing
the
it.
intros
So
better than last week. We just so you all know, I edited out 15 minutes from last week's intro
oh my
because
gosh.
we could not stop laughing.
We couldn't pull it together.
We could not do it. And all the just we couldn't speak. It was hilarious.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe it was 15
I
minutes.
was snorting like a pig. I just ended up leaving in some of it because I was like, we don't even know what we're saying. It's fine. But we
Oh
should
my
move on to
gosh.
chapter 8.
Okay. Anyways, those people, the
Oh
light
yeah, right.
elven,
The
let
light
me finish
people.
my note here. They use light and fire,
Yes.
and apparently, like, I'm guessing the shadow elven used darkness and shadows. They didn't really tell us, but
Yeah, like the
they use
misty,
darkness and
shadowy
shadows.
stuff.
Yes, and
Yeah.
they're, and I think it kind of sounds like their magic, like the shadow elven are more, they use darkness and shadows, and it sounds like their magic is also more on the maybe evil side, darker side, is kind of the vibe I was getting here. Um,
Yeah.
but nothing confirmed. We don't know. All we
But if
really
they
know is
take
about the light
stuff,
elven.
does
Hmm.
the light elven then give stuff? Maybe is kind of what I'm wondering.
That's kind of what I was getting from the whole thing, but yeah. Okay. Anywho, moving on, chapter 8. So we find out that Valen's mother, so Valen is Livia's father. Valen's mother was also immortal.
Yep.
So Valen is also a halvesy like Liv. So Livia has quite a bit of mortal blood in her.
Yeah, she's more mortal than she is Fae,
Yeah, because her own
which is
mom is
interesting.
mortal, which is very interesting. Very,
That
very
she's
interesting.
so powerful.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting.
All right. And then chapter 9. So little brother, Rorik.
Yes.
Freaking
Freaking
love this
roaring.
kid. I love this kid. Oh my gosh. So he shares with Eric that Valen and Elise is Livia's mom, were also enemies once and that they met during the Fae and Mortal Wars. And from his mouth, quote, he says, she saved his ass. I mean his life. And they took vows, which was so funny.
This whole conversation, I'm imagining
Yep.
your youngest child, and I don't know why.
Me too. I was too. That's so funny.
Because like he's so cute, but like I totally see this coming out. Like, don't tell mama she'll whoop my butt. Or
He's
she'll
just
whoop my ass. I mean
intense.
butt.
I mean, but I didn't say that word.
And don't tell her. Don't tell her that. Exactly.
Oh, yeah, I was too. And maybe that's why I freaking love Rorik. I imagine him with like a curly blonde hair, like my
Curly blonde
youngest,
hair.
and just
Yeah.
full of energy and ready to just beat shit.
His little mullet he loves, like just
Yes.
shaking in the wind.
He
Love it.
loves his mullet.
I love his freaking mullet. All
So
right,
does
let's get
he.
into he's my buddy. Okay, let's get into plot points. These are quick,
Yes.
rapid point. Oh, jeez. These are quick, rapid fire
Fire.
bullet
There you
point
go.
notes. Oh my goodness, that we think are important to the story as a whole. So, chapter 1, what do you have?
All right. So I just found this interesting. Eric is describing Jonas and Sander and says that he says, quote, black like the thickest ink spilled through the whites of their eyes with dark magic. I put this in plot points. Remember, this is chapter 1 because, we're
Right.
talking about like the dark, was it dark fae? Is that what they're called?
I think they were calling him Dark Fae. Yeah.
The dark fae, right. So we didn't actually see any of that this time, but the dark fae, dark magics and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh shit, is Jonas and Sander,
Are they bad?
are they bad? Yeah. And then we find out later that they're Alvars. They don't
Which
have the
are,
pointed ears, but when they use their magic, their eyes turn black.
yeah.
So, yeah.
It
So
sounds
that
like some
was
kind of
interesting.
mind magic. I quit. It sounds like some kind of mind magic.
Yeah, it does. I think, yeah, like nightmares and stuff, or at least that's Jonas's. I don't know what Sanders is,
Yeah.
but I'm assuming something similar.
I'm curious if it's like just dream type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So, all
Um,
right, chapter 2.
mhm,
Fionn is working with Larson. She
mhm.
is the witch that helped to cast the spell.
And we called that at the end of
You called
the
that.
last. I did? Okay.
I agreed with you, but I hadn't thought
Okay.
of it until you said it.
Oh, I
Like,
thought for sure it was fucking Fiona, and she just wants the
yeah,
fucking
you were on
power.
it with that one. Hmm.
Yep.
Okay, so then chapter 4,
Nat Haven.
Nat Haven. Okay. All right, so this is the Elven Isle, Isle. I know those are two different things, an isle and an island, but they were calling it an isle, so that's what I'm gonna call it. Anyways, so only those marked by the Sea Witch, which is Fionn, can enter this isle, and they need a separate marking to like or blessing or curse or whatever, I'm not sure, but something from her in order to even leave it. And one is if one is removed forcefully, this spell will be broken, but it will be very painful and most likely deadly. Like, yeah, it's going to be deadly. Um, so Larson and also Lord Hesh, piece of shit, was
Yes.
are the only ones able to enter and leave
Yep.
the Isle. So, oh, sorry, I saw that you put that note in there. My bad.
Yep.
The only other way is to kill the spellcaster, sort of. But this, well, I was saying Elven Lady at the time because we didn't learn Skady's name until much later. But
Yeah.
so she tells Livia that, quote, there is no killing any who stands against you. Forbidden spells made them your enemies, and once the forbidden has been tasted, it corrupts until it is no longer forbidden. Which it was late at night and I was falling asleep. I was trying to figure out what that
I don't
meant.
know. It was fucking
I
riddles,
couldn't
and she was
unravel
speaking
it.
in riddles because
And
you
then
could
she
tell she
says,
was like speaking in riddles because she couldn't
y-
say,
yeah, I think she's kind of
she
like,
couldn't
yeah, she
talk
can't
about
say.
stuff.
And then she says, you cannot kill them. Bonekeeper, which is Larson, is shielded by the Sea Witch. He cannot die so long as that spell holds. And she has shielded herself so fiercely she cannot be ended without a white iron blade. And so the white iron blades are elven made, and they don't kill from the blow alone. They don't even draw blood, but rather it rots the heart, draining magic from the pores until the lifeblood ceases to flow.
Yeah. So basically, we have to kill Fiona to be able to kill Larson.
Basically, yeah. Yeah, I could
Yeah.
not unravel what she was saying about all that, but basically, yes.
Yeah.
Um, and then we find out also in chapter 4 that Larson did not like overtake the Elven Isle. He was known amongst their people because he's part Elven, we find out. His mom was Elven.
Yep.
And then, yeah, so Lord Hesh, chapter 5, Lord Hesh is also in on it,
Yep.
in on all of it. He's there.
Yep.
And go ahead.
Oh yeah, yeah, and then yeah, just skitty or skitty, so skibity dee dee.
Skitty, scatty,
Yeah. So she is betrothed to Aaron, which we've already talked about.
Arion. Yeah.
Only one A. Yeah. Only one
Yep.
A
Only
Aaron.
one A.
Only one
And
A
then
Aaron.
Larson, chapter 5, also, so he's a product of Thorvald and an elven noblewoman from the Lejulsafar clan. Jeez. Josepher clan. And then
Okay.
he has some sort of like blood magic also that takes abilities and sea voices, but he's never revealed it to anyone. That's why none of them thought that he had anything.
Mhm.
And he has to ingest their blood to steal the magic in it. And the more blood that he has, the longer he can steal their magic. So like where Harold could block people's abilities, it sounds like Larson can actually steal and use them
Steal it and use it.
and
Yeah.
use it. Yeah, and the longer he has it. So I was thinking like, do we have another vampire thing going on here? Sort of.
Can't believe you put on that. I was laughing when you seen that. But okay, I read this and I nearly lost my shit. But I think that is why they were trying to get her blood. Like when he sent the
Oh.
assassinates, it's assassinates.
Ass innate. Yes,
Oh my god. In the first book, they
that's a good
just wanted her
point.
blood at first. They said we can kill her after we get her blood.
Well, and that's what Skady also tells her when they go take her back to the fortress or whatever. She's like, "Don't worry, they're not going to kill you. He just wants your blood or
Yeah.
whatever." Yeah. So then
So,
chapter 5, again, we also find out that Thorvald has like wards and spells and all this stuff placed on Larson because he's firstborn to keep him
hmm
away from stealing the crown, which is why he can't just like kill Eric and take it. He's got to go
yep,
through all these like hoops in order to
to
actually
break those
take.
wards, and that's what we're
Yeah.
trying to do is break the wards.
hmm
Yep. Which I think like is why they need her blood is to break the wards. But I think that's kind of
That's kind of what I was
obviously
getting from
what's
it.
yeah. Yep. Okay. And then it's the end of chapter 5. The bond has been broken.
He did that.
I know, it's so sad.
I love
Um,
fated mates and bonds, like heart bonds, all that kind of stuff. So when they're broken, it's just heartbreaking for me.
so sad. It's so sad, but it's not like really all that broken.
No. It's really
And
not.
that's what like Larson thought, is that like all of a sudden she would hate Eric, and she doesn't.
Hmm. Yeah.
Neither one of them are like,
Well,
no,
the overarching theme, I feel like, of this whole book is that love is the greatest weapon of all. And
probably
so there you
getting
go.
into the mushy shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So chapter 7, we won't go into this too much, but she's like
Hmm.
narrowly escapes getting claimed by Larson.
Hmm.
And then obviously she bites his ear off, and so he beats the shit out of
Great.
her. And then Gavin shows up in a wash sink,
Hmm.
um, and finds her.
Yeah.
Um, then chapter 8, Sife have been coming to the Earth Realm shores, and it's caused them,
Hmm.
like, they've been dividing up the Rave officers to go to the different shores, and so
Hmm.
everything's kind of scattered, everything's everywhere, and it's causing kind of like some chaos in the Earth Fae realm as well.
Hmm.
So then chapter 9. So we have this like big escape party. Oh my
Yeah, I
goodness.
love that. Oh my
I'm
gosh.
tired, so just bear with me in my notes, okay? I said I fucking love this.
Yeah,
Also,
me too.
Tate and Mira,
Yep,
Slayla,
I have them later on the
Slayla.
love boat. Hmm.
Um, and then so chapter 10, I put, who is this maelstrom? Laugh out loud. Samantha. I don't even know a Samantha.
Frozen.
Because this is
Disney
what I was
references.
trying to figure out. I was like, do we know him? Are we supposed to know him?
Yeah,
No, I've
I
never heard
know.
this name before. We don't know this guy.
Hmm.
And then I was like, Grandpa, is that you? And then I put, and then who's the good looking spell breaking leprechaun? Travis.
He's
Like they said how he's like stylish. And I don't know, I was laughing. Okay.
yeah,
Um, and then also Grandpa gives him this talisman that's like an air tag.
yeah,
And so I'm pretty sure that's coming back into play at some point, which we find out like right at the end of this. It did come out.
yeah.
Um, because we didn't think that Gavin knew that he had the talisman. So Tavish puts like this, what did he
It's like
say?
a
Like a beacon.
tracking beacon. Hmm.
Yeah, a beacon. Beaking? A beacon?
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah,
Yeah. Big old flashing light, like, hey, this is where he's at. Which is that gonna be a problem? I don't know, but
yeah,
I
good
don't think
point.
so. You have the next note.
Okay, chapter 15. So Narza, she cast this like binding spell on herself, binding herself to the Earth Fae as a protector. Um, I don't know, I really came around to her a lot more. I mean, we knew she was going to be a big part in the coming chapters and books, but
Yeah.
she is basically sacrificing herself to go stay on in the Earth Fae realm as a protector for them, like a liaison, I guess, kind of,
Yeah.
between the Earth Fae and the sea, or the Evers, the Everfae.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, this whole scene I really liked.
Me
Seeing
too.
like the softer side of her. She's like, I believe in your cause. I believe you two are gonna do it, and this is my part to play.
Yeah.
And this bond can only be broken by death. Like she has
Or
bound
another
herself,
person
bound
that will
herself.
take on the bond.
Yes.
So, and I think that is going to be important.
That's
The
true.
fact that it can be taken on by somebody else, because I
Hmm.
think I already see where this is going. I think it's going to be Eric in the end. I think he's going to take
Mm.
over it
Mm.
so that he can stay in the Ever, where he's been invited to be a bunch of different
That,
times, and he can be with Liv,
yes.
and Liv can be with her family,
Oh yeah.
and he can come and go as he pleases.
Hmm.
So, um, chapter 15 also. So now our rowdy pirate crew is going to include Valen and
Yes.
Steak,
Yes.
which is wild. So chapter 16, they've decided that this truce is going to be called between the Earth Fae and the Ever King. I also wanted to mention like the shell walkie-talkies.
Yes.
So freaking funny. Um, Loved that. And then just kind of
I
like this
did too.
whole scene with him like talking to grandma, and the way he's thinking about like how Valen is such a good dad, and like, how
Hmm.
his dad never said I love you and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And this chapter just all of this, like him like going through the
Mm-hmm.
feels of like what he felt like he should have had as a parent, could have
Yep.
had as a parent, but didn't. That was just like a really emotional chapter for me. I didn't cry though,
Oh, I did.
but
My half cry that you'll see later when we talk about cries. That was that. Yep, that was
that
this
was
chapter. That
this,
was this.
yep,
This whole thing. Yep.
yep. I thought about it. If I wasn't trying to rush through it, if I didn't
Mm-hmm.
have baby geese that I had to check on every 10 seconds because they're kind of dumb, they're cute, but they're dumb,
Yeah.
or ducks or children running around crazy. I might have cried. I might have cried, man.
Yep, I definitely did.
And that doesn't normally happen to me. So anyway,
Hmm.
so also Hesh's men are on the Evership. The little
Yeah.
like it wasn't Portia, but I'm gonna call her Portia. She's
Yeah.
like the little like
Hesha.
I like Portia. Okay.
I do too.
She's gonna be our little lady of the night, I guess is what we would call them nowadays.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes to warn him about how they've been on the ship or they're gonna be on the ship, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, howdy, howdy, let's get fucking rowdy, boys. So that's basically like what Eric is like thinking. Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
not, but like he's gotta be, it's going through his head as he's getting ready to go on the boat and go fuck some people up. So
Yep.
thought that was good. So chapter 17, at the end of it, after we have found the couple of rats that were on the boat,
Yep.
Gavin has come back and he has made it back to Eric. Um, and then chapter 18 kind of ends with
Mm-hmm.
Gavin telling him everything that's going on. Valen is trying to like kind of calm Eric down even in the moment. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I get that you're pissed off. I'm pissed off too, but we can't be pissed off right this moment. And then Sewell may or may not have spiked Eric's drink, and now he's asleep on the
Yeah.
floor. I just want to say, I hate when that happens. I hate
I
when I
do
just fall asleep on the
too.
floor. I'm too old for that shit now. Like,
Yes.
I wake up and my bones creak, and so I can't fall
Yeah,
asleep on the
even if I
floor.
fall asleep on the couch, it makes me mad. I'm like, damn it.
Right?
I should
I
be in my
know.
bed.
I should be in my bed right now. So I'm also kind of wondering if it's the twins
Oh.
and they can also give good dreams, not bad ones.
Mhm.
Because he says about how he was peaceful and he was dreaming of her.
Of Olivia, yeah.
Hmm. And so that's would kind of give me that other thought of like maybe one gives bad Jonas gives bad dreams and maybe um
Sander.
Xander can give good dreams or something
Yeah,
like that.
maybe. Yeah,
So that was kind of what I was thinking.
that's a good
But
point. I didn't think about the brothers in that situation. I was actually really mad at Sewell. Like, dude, we're like going into battle and stuff. Why are you putting him to sleep?
yeah, he needs to fucking chill out and relax for a damn second and think
Yeah.
straight. Okay, so now quotes and honorable mentions. What do you have?
Just the one in chapter 9. So Liv's little brother sneaks into Eric's room with the wooden knife, ready to kill him or defend himself. And he says, I'm dressed like I'm gonna ass-innate you. It's ass-innate you.
Uh-huh.
Like Maj would even let me do that yet. I'm like, oh my God. And then like this whole scene, all interactions with Rourke are my favorite. This kid,
I love when
that
he's
kid,
like, I'm gonna keep sneaking to the window, only like 4 more paces, only
yeah.
3 more paces.
Is he gonna
And then the
notice?
kid like turns around and he goes, why you sneak into the window? Like I can't see you or something like that. I was
Yeah.
fucking dead when he just calls him out like that. And then like he calls him a fierce warrior and everything like that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I thought that was so cute. And then like how
Yes.
later, I think it's like chapter 15 or something like that, when they're like, oh, when they're like, oh yeah, you just tell him he's the fierce warrior. Or you already won him over or something like that.
Yep. Yep.
They're like best buds now.
That kid, I love this kid.
I love him. He's
It's so
freaking
funny. Like
hilarious.
the part where he's like, assassinate you. Like
I'm
that
gonna
is
assassinate
so
you.
something that my youngest would catch on to so hard. He'd
Hmm.
be like, huh, that word starts with ass. I like this word.
I'm gonna assassinate you.
Assassinate you.
Fucking just that entire thing. Yes. And
Yep.
then the only thing I'm like I didn't put it in here, and it's not really like one specific thing, but I think I've told you like I love how when we get good backstory of
Yep.
like all the characters, but we still like, which kind of shocked me, we don't get much backstory from Liv. Like, but I mean, I
No.
guess like she didn't have a traumatic life. So
Yeah.
sounds like she was just had a happy life. And I think that's what a lot of it alludes to with like
Mm-hmm.
Valen being a good dad and all that kind of stuff. I feel
Mm-hmm.
like Rorik, and we see that like that's also how she was treated as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we
Yeah.
have freaking Thorvald and his shit stuff. But I also wonder if it's like he knew that Larson was no bueno. And so
Mm-hmm.
that's why he warded him from the crown and like left him and all that kind of stuff and was
Yeah,
hoping
it could be.
actually for a better situation with Eric. Maybe he
Yeah.
wasn't the worst in the end or in the beginning
Maybe.
or whatever it was. Hard to tell, but that's kind of my thoughts there.
Okay.
Um, so Love Island, and who are we shipping it to now?
Oh, Tate and Mira for sure.
Thank goodness. And
Yeah.
then 100% freaking Celine and Alec.
Oh yeah. Those, yeah.
Blood Summoner. I like how he has a nickname now too,
Yes.
but he's for sure him and Celine.
Yep.
100%.
Yep.
Yep. All right. Is Tate still bad?
No, I like Tate.
Okay. Okay, good. I'm glad you like Tate now.
Tate's a good guy. We
I
like
think
Tate.
we weren't supposed to trust Tate in the beginning to
Yeah,
take us away from not trusting Larson, but
I
Larson was
agree.
always like a good, happy, jolly fellow.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I want to hear your thoughts and theories.
I don't have a ton. I feel like I rushed a little bit through these chapters, but I mean, they were great. I kind of wonder if Valen's going to die, though.
Oh, you
I'm the one
think?
who's kind of calling that. Yeah, I do. And I think that honestly, him dying and Olivia being the heir, taking over, and then Eric being the heir on the Ever side is going to be kind of the thing that like brings the two kingdoms together. Um, but I kind of do think that Valen's going to die in this whole situation.
Hmm.
I don't think I have actually called anyone dying in any of these book series that we've read so far for the podcast. You usually are the one who does, and you usually are right. So we'll see if I'm right or not.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't have a ton, like normal, but that's my main one. I think Valen's going to die, and I think that we're going to have that. But they're going to get Liv back, obviously. I
Yeah.
don't know how with the whole wards and all that kind of stuff. The Elven are quite interesting creatures with different magic, and Skady is going to be a big player coming up. I
Hmm.
I don't know. I have a whole bunch of jumbled pieces and parts here, but nothing
I think
solid.
she's gonna get them in,
Yeah,
like she did Gavin.
yeah,
Obviously, we
yeah,
don't
I
know
think
for
you're right.
sure, but pretty sure she brought him.
Yeah, they kind of, I feel like they made that pretty clear that she is the one who brought him
Must have been, yeah.
in. Yeah. Okay.
Materialized out of black mist
Yep.
shadow.
You go. Tell me what you're thinking. Sorry.
I feel the same. Oh,
Okay.
goodness gracious. Okay, so I'm thinking big picture. Um, in the end, they're gonna kill. They have to kill Fionn first
hmm
to be able to kill Larson. I think
hmm
she's gonna go for Fionn. He's gonna go for Larson, and
hmm
then they're gonna have to like time it correctly, kind of thing.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be sketch for a second. Aaron's gonna give us some issues.
Oh yeah.
We gotta get rid of him, and then Skippy Doodop, she's gonna become like the queen of Elven or whatever. I don't know.
Mm.
Um, and then I'm scared Gavin's gonna die.
Mm.
That's my fear there. And then or is it gonna be Sewell?
hmm Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about here.
I
Um,
think someone's gonna die in this
I
in
don't
this
think it's gonna be
book.
Valen. I think
Okay.
in the end it's gonna be Eric's gonna take the place of his grandmother. So his grandmother can go back to the House of Mist or whatever. and then
Hmm.
he's gonna take over doing like the protecting kind of thing. I feel for
Hmm.
sure like the chiasm has got to come down. Like they're gonna
Yeah.
need to take the chiasm down. And he's gonna stay there with Liv and protect the Isles or the Fey realms, I mean.
Hmm.
They're gonna go back and forth between there and the Ever. Um, yeah. And I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't give up the crown to Tate.
Okay. Yeah,
Wouldn't
because
be
he would be the
surprised.
next heir, technically.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, that's what I'm thinking.
As we're talking about this, I'm kind of wondering if I know you think Gavin's gonna possibly die. Um, but thinking about
Gavin or
also
Sewell.
the next book being called The Mist Thief. Is it gonna be Gavin? Should we ship Gavin and Skady to Love Island? They both have like this like misty thing going on.
I'm
And
not shipping them yet. They haven't even had an interaction yet.
I know, but I don't know, throwing it out there.
You can throw it out there. I think that is ridiculous. That's not even love
Okay.
at first sight. That's love at first. They
No
kind of
sight.
have the same magic. Like,
I don't know. We'll see.
well, I mean, it could happen. The Mist Thief. But would it be the House of Mist
Oh,
if Nevaeh, not Nevaeh, oh my goodness,
Narza.
Narza
Mm-hmm.
is she's gonna be gone, then there needs to be a new House of Mist.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't have an heir, if the heir is
Unless
Eric,
Tavish is her heir, technically.
unless Tavish is the heir, right? Um, I don't know,
I don't know either. I guess
but
we'll find out. We still have two more parts left in this
we
book.
still have two more parts left, and there is one like bonus chapter, I think.
I think so. Hmm.
I think is what I've seen. So, all right, the Craig counter. Let's talk about it because you added.
Yeah, but I mean, we kind of already talked about it. I'm a half now. It was almost a full one, but nothing spilled over, so I'm calling it a
Nothing spilled
half.
over, so it's a
Nothing
half.
spilled
Yeah.
over. Yep. 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 The whole thing with the seashell walkie-talkie things and that whole scene, family stuff always gets me. Siblings,
Does
parents,
get
that
you.
kind of stuff gets me every time.
See, I think yours was like kind of like happy cutesy cries.
It
Mine was
was.
not. Mine was like
Oh,
emotional
really?
sad stuff. Yeah.
Oh, shoot.
And we
No,
won't
mine was
talk
like I
about
was
that
all in
on
the
the podcast,
fields.
but it's yeah, it's the relatable trauma, I guess.
Yeah.
So, um, yeah, I think it was when he said like my dad or Thorvald would have never told me he loved me or something like that.
Uh-huh.
That was like a yeah, being the outsider and looking in on things like that is kind of wild. So,
Mm.
all
I loved
right.
it. And also, I would say that for real, like the actual part, like it wasn't necessarily maybe the whole scene, like the whole scene had me, but the part where the tears came was when Valen was talking to his son through the walkie-talkies. And I think it's adorable that he's talking to Rorik, not Elise, because
Yes.
mom is there still too. He's
Hope it says
talking
you have
to
to
his
listen to your
son.
mother or something like that. Oh my
Yes.
God, I was dead.
Oh my gosh. I love that because it's like he doesn't know if he's going to come back. He's going out into battle to go find sister and
Oh,
stuff. Like he doesn't know if he's coming back, but he's just bolstering up his son and talking, like everything's going to be fine. I don't know that
I
whole
love how he's like, "Did you kill Bloodsinger yet?" No, I haven't killed Bloodsinger yet.
Yes.
Fucking funny as shit.
that that's the part that actually got me to tears was dad and son talking to
Yeah,
each other through the little walkie-talkies.
that makes sense.
Hmm. All right.
Okay.
We hope you are all enjoying this pirate journey with us and reading The Ever King by L.J. Andrews. Make sure you follow, like, and subscribe on Facebook, Instagram, and Fable, and right here on YouTube.
Next week, are we?
Gosh damn
Are we?
it.
Are we?
We are.
Next week, we are continuing with The Ever Queen by L.J. Andrews with chapters 19 through 38.
If you can't wait to talk about it, you can do so over on the Fable app and discuss with us spoiler-free chapter by chapter.
And as always, buddy reading any book with Book Besties is so much fun.
So make sure to share our podcast with your book besties. And if you don't have any book besties,
Then become one of ours. And until next week, fill those drinks with ice.
and your books of spice.
Bye.
Bye.
Bedtime.
Yeah.